I was beginning to wonder if I'd overestimated your survival instincts.
Overestimated?
Take a moment to look over these curiosities that I've managed to liberate. Their previous owners lacked the sophistication to appreciate them.
That's it. That's the stance. Alright, so I think we've got to do this Dominus fight now. I don't have Desecrate on, so it's going to be slightly awkward. Ow, 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 ow. I gotta get back in the rhythm of things, alright? This is optimal, this is optimal. I feel like I should have a hatred on. Do I have a socket for a hatred? Dude, if we get a waypoint, I'm gonna go back and get it. Ow, ow. I don't want this dream mace, fuck off. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't think that's so much better. If I'm getting a lot of benefit from that, I think it's because zombies are supposed to do more damage at low life, or low level. There's a big range on that dark pack though, to automatically connect with some of those dudes way behind me. That's weird.
Remember, Dominus, what goes up must come down.
Remember, whisper, whisper. Yeah, look how little damage it's actually doing. So I think this probably synergizes with like there's like some chaos damage scaling you can get on the tree, but I don't necessarily think it was really designed for this. Yeah, I'm having a hard time getting an impression of how much damage this is realistically doing. It doesn't seem like a lot. Uh-oh. No, it's fine. Ow. Oh, my zombies weren't even in here. Fuck you guys, dude. This is why I can't trust zombies. Yeah, so they improve their damage, but not their intelligence. Come on. I probably could have moved out of that. It's okay. It's okay. I think the rare boss is probably up there. Oh yeah, there he is. Fantastic. Get him, guys. Get him. I don't know where he is. There he is. Fight him. No, he's gonna fight me. Ow. Where am my SRS going? What is this? The console version? Ow. Yeah, I don't know. This isn't great. It looks cool. I'd probably still recommend just using SRS though. This is kind of doing what like a melee splash might do for you. But certainly not as good. I think the... I guess the exit has to be like over this way. Over to the top left. Otherwise, I don't know what we're doing here. Oh, JK. It's bottom right. I figured the door would show up if I was that close. That sucks. I just don't want to encounter that other homie. Yeah, if we get a waypoint in here, I'm gonna go back and try and get a hatred. All right, we're gonna go get a hatred. It'll just improve the damage of everything, and I should be able to use it.
My knowledge.
Oh, I think this is it. This is it right here. Oh, my fucking currencies.
Let's speak again soon.
At the stupid fucking... Whatever. You think I won't come back for this? Fuck you. It's still really cool to see a bunch of currency or MTXs everywhere. It's so rad. It was an alteration, right? I don't know why I didn't just grab a full stack. Making this like extra complicated for myself.
My knowledge is yours. Go with care, friend.
Okay, then I should still be good regen wise. Oh wow, I didn't see this at all. I'm doing really bad at this zone, honestly. I'm just doing real bad at just using my eyes. It's highly suspect. Yeah, just get more homies in there. I don't think they're benefiting from my hatred or anything. I do think that they get prioritized so they don't crowd the door so my minions can actually get in. Tactics. All right, where were we? This is the problem with taking a break. I don't remember where we left off on my tree. I wonder if they have to be in the proximity field for Dark Pact to take effect. Probably. Yeah, if we could make this like somehow the skeletons faster, I think this would be like kind of decent, I guess. Because the skeletons would already be doing whatever the fuck they are gonna do anyway. And then the Dark Pact is just like damage on top. Which is kind of nice. It's just clearly not as effective as SRS is. I'm also doing like no real scaling for it, so there's that. Dun 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 dun. It wouldn't be that if you built it like this though, it wouldn't be that much of a bigger investment. You'd have to like get all the combination minion nodes.
You'd bite the master that called you here, witch?
Ow.
Submit, heretic!
Alright, then now it's just like, okay, I'm gonna use SRS. SRS are too slow to just like kill one guy right in front of me.
Have you ever seen the true face of God, Exile?
Nightmare prevails!
Nightmare!
God!
And all my minions are dead. Yeah, I don't know. I think once I get all my zombies though, like maybe I'll get some of these like combination life and minion nodes or damage nodes.
This world
Certainly
is an
more
illusion,
effective now.
Exile.
Or more reason to get them now. I think I have some zombies that are stuck over there. Ow.
No one will cry for you, Dominus.
Oh, I gotta remember to listen to
Not
the
a
story.
soul.
Gotta listen to what Diala?
You have mounted the summit of the Empire, not a cockroach. You have crushed the bug Emperor and wiped his maggot dreams from the skin of Rayclast. Dominus exiled you, naked and alone, unto the palm of death. But you would not die, would you? No. No. You cuddled death, promised it the world, made it your consort.
That's
and
what I did, that's
generously
me.
shared it with all your fleeting friends here in Rayclast. Not once did you forget what you were. Not a cockroach feeding on the corpse of a dead empire, like the pest
Is that
you
how cockroaches
crushed
work?
as you walked. A woman. The sort of woman that planted the seed
Oh,
of
this is just
empire
like
right
a-
here in Sand so long ago.
This is just growing
What
up.
teetering and
It's
twisted
a big
life
metaphor.
it still holds dear. This land owes to you, witch. Of course, there will be more. You know that, don't you? Emperors. Avaricious little pests scrabbling to steal the legacy of their betters. Unless we burn that legacy, sear its infection from the flesh of existence. Go north, my lovely unbug. Go to Highgate, to the beginning of the end. Dive headlong into the nightmare sea. Catch and roast yourself a nice big fishy.
I wonder when she said the Highgate thing. We did it, where we finished the game.
That water just reeks of corruption. Let's see where it comes from.
Yeah, but I think the thing you're gonna put on the minions is, or the skeletons is, 4-link is probably fine. And I'd probably put minion damage, minion speed, and minion vitality. And then that's probably good enough. I think there's a threshold jewel where you can chance to summon like multiple, or is that a lab mod? One of them. would make this a little bit nicer. I think the biggest thing though is it's obviously not a big portion of my damage. And I don't really know how much more clear speed it's gonna add over just putting like melee splash on your SRS. I can't imagine it's that much more. Yeah, but if I don't play with specters, I'm... Trying to imagine what I'd use. I think as a whole, I mean, I guess if I was using Flesh Offering, then it'd be okay. They would maybe be a little faster. The speed they're competing with is SRS movement speed, though, which is ridiculously fast. Splendid. I think if you did do this though, you'd probably want to completely replace SRS. So like not have it socketed at all, which would be like I don't know. Because I guess at the end of the day, this is still just like a very standard minion build. I just happen to also have skeletons that are constantly exploding chaos damage. And it's just like straight chaos damage, dude. It's not poison or damage over time or anything. All right, here we go. Big chunk of story, big chunk of story. Totem damage, fuck me. I could probably use this. Mana.
We opened the gates to you for two reasons only. Dominus and piety. They made themselves our enemies. You made them dead. Now,
that's what I did.
believes there is a third reason. The beast is our enemy. Perhaps you can make it dead as well. I have seen the look in Piety's eyes. I see the look in your eyes, Witch. It is not as different as I had hoped. No matter. The knife in your hand is better than the spear in the rack.
Yeah.
Oriath has ordered me to help you, to trade with you. I have risked much to gather weapons and armor for this Akara. I've scavenged on the fringes of Vol's encampment and scouted the dead city. Let us see if you can offer any value in return.
Damn.
May fear guide you.
Yeah, let's
What do you want?
let me trade these real fast.
You will be remembered.
This is damage over time. Yeah, so I could probably go try to find some flight
You are
chaos.
most welcome here, sister. What you did back there in San, it was truly
Terrifying. Don't get me wrong, Piety, the rest, they had it coming. But there's no one like that here. These Maraketh, they're good people.
She knows that. Please, sister, ignore Pataris.
Yeah.
My grandfather was a captain in the Ebony Legion. My father too, and me. just following the path that had been laid out for me.
Until you met me.
Yes, until I met the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen.
Behind
Ooh.
bars. An exile waiting to become an experiment. Not quite how I imagined meeting the man of my dreams.
I realized then that I wasn't part of the Ebony Legion anymore. I'd become a blackguard like every other damned legionnaire in Sarn, taking orders from a madman.
Pataris freed me and led us here.
I'd heard about the Maraketh from those few legionnaires who survived the assault on Highgate.
And I talked them into harboring us.
Vanya can be very persuasive when she wants to be.
She can be very persuasive. You know what I'm saying?
Kira is a racist bully with that fancy hair crest of hers stuck so far up her.
Come on, Vanya. She's a warrior. It's not her job to be nice. It's her job to defend...
Look all lithe and sweaty when you're watching her train. That's the only job you're interested in.
Ooh.
I'm studying the Maraketh fighting style.
Sure you are, sweetie.
Yes, sweetie.
We've a few bits and pieces lying about that might help with what's to come.
Bits and pieces. I risked my neck to salvage those artifacts.
I know, sweetie, and I really appreciate your artifacts.
You didn't say that when I brought them in. You said, "Is that all?"
You've been gone for ages.
And you think you could do a quicker job?
Yes, if you'd let me, yes.
No. Not for all the jewelry in the world. What if I lost you?
Okay, I'm sorry. We have charms and regalia sourced at great risk from some of the most dangerous places in Rayclast. Better?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, gross. Get out.
I heard of the beast before coming here. Piety talked about it. I suppose she saw no point in
I really
keeping
want to find
secrets
out what
from the
happens
people
to
she was
these
planning
two.
to murder.
I'm so sorry, Vanya.
God, it's not your fault, Pataris. But Piety used to say that the beast was the source of her power. How she managed to turn poor men and women into those... things. She kept using a phrase. What was it?
Universal transmogrification. I heard her assistants talk about it.
Yeah,
too.
that's it.
The power to
Universal
change the world into anything you want.
Bloody scary power in the hands of someone like Piety.
Bloody scary powerful stop.
Good luck.
Many great things begin at the foot of a mountain, Exile. So too do many tragedies. Often a path becomes a fork, and the echoes of your actions push you down one side or the other. Do you know where you were being carried? Would you like to?
What is this
I
like
will see you again.
voice you're using? I want these like background helmet effects. Those look cool.
I am Tasuni, he who peers into the gloom, who hears the black hearts that thunder within the mountain deep. If you seek
Oh yeah, I should go back to Act 3 and see if they have anything to say. Their dialogue's probably updated slightly.
the nightmare, I can help feel your way through the darkness. I stare into the eyes of madness, Witch. I see a hunger for power that nightmare would most generously satiate, should you choose to ask it.
Nightmare.
Keela rides more swiftly and strikes more truly than any other Dekara here. If only she could learn to think as swiftly as she rides and speak as truly as she strikes. Better and worse are judged not on the talents one prizes, but the talents one needs. Pataris and Vanya, two mouths that speak from one mind. When together, they express some quite interesting thoughts. When apart, well, half a thought isn't really even a thought, is it?
Okay.
You've done yourself proud today, Exile.
That's interesting. I thought he'd have something different to say about that situation.
The time has come, not a cockroach, to crawl up into the bowels of this nightmare, traverse its innards, and rip out its corrupted heart. Oyun will help us. Go on now. Hobnob with the Maraketh matriarch. Learn what needs to be learned, and quickly. There's a filthy darkness down in that mountain, and it's reeking with impatience to meet you.
Nightmare!
You come to us, a woman like us, and yet nothing like us. While we cloak ourselves in tradition and war, you cloak yourself in thaumaturgy and fear. And that is why you will kill the beast within the mountain. Lady Diala has told me this. She has much faith in you, Witch. The question is, Can we Maraketh share in her faith? Sekema Deshret sealed the mines, trapped the nightmare within its black den. The beast should never have been imprisoned. The beast should have been destroyed, yet for all her ferocity, it seemed that Deshret lacked the courage to do so. And now, after 2 centuries guarding this hole in the ground, this Akara lacks the strength. But you are not Deshret, and you are not one of us. You will succeed where we have failed. Deshret's banner will break the seal and open the mines. It was taken from her when she fell to Vol, the brittle emperor. Take the stairs to the southwest. Descend to the dried lake. You shall have no trouble finding the brittle emperor. You'll smell him before you see him. Bring Deshret's banner home, and you will be free to pass into the darkness as you wish. The Maraketh once stood united under
I didn't realize that
Deshret's
that's what ended
banner.
up happening.
That was before the plagues, the tempests, the corruption. Deshret rode here with
Like
this
Deshret
Akara,
sealed the nightmare
the
in,
Kiato,
I guess.
to put an end to the beast's curse. And upon the very threshold of the darkness, she faltered. Perhaps she saw that King Kalm had gone there before her and not returned. Or perhaps the nightmare simply overcame Deshret's seemingly indomitable courage. Either way, she chose not to ride into the mountain to slay the beast. She closed and sealed the mines and committed this Akara to Highgate's guardianship. The tempests, the plagues, they passed. Of their own accord, or because of Deshret's seal, we do not know. But what I do know is this. When Deshret vowed to watch over these mines, she simply traded one curse for another. Vol and his unmen have dipped their fleshless claws into the lifeblood of the Maraketh since the day this Akara tethered its
I think
robe
last time
here.
I misspoke and
Such is
said
the
that
way
Vol
with
was like a
men of
title.
war.
And no, it's
Remove their
Vol's
tongues,
the dude.
yet still they thirst for blood. Remove their bellies, yet still they hunger for battle. Remove their manhood, yet still they lust for conquest. I will make allies of whomever I deem useful. We have observed the actions of both Blackguard and Exile, and it is Pitaris and Vanya who give meaning to those actions. This Akara has not mixed with other than its own for over 200 years. The outside world has now discovered us, so it is time that we discovered it.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice stance.
Kira has the blood of Deshret in her veins and the bonds of Deshret in her mind. Her loyalty to her Akara is admirable. Her loyalty to the past is not. Tasuni has been corrupted since the day he was born. Maraketh tradition would have it that such a warped child be left upon the moonlit plain for the gods to adopt. Tasuni was not taken by the gods that night. Such a thing has never happened before in our Akara. Now we know why. Tasuni is a man caught between two worlds. Our world
He's like
of
Marvel
light
versus Capcom.
and the beast's world of darkness. He is our scout in the black, and without him, Nightmare would remain beyond our understanding. And an enemy you cannot know is an enemy you cannot fight.
Okay.
Diala wishes the beast dead. But why? Why would a nightmare wish to kill a nightmare? A question of great interest, yet little importance. It does not matter why the sun rises and sets, as long as it continues to do so.
Okay.
Act with care.
So let's go back to Act 3 real fast. I don't know if they updated those lines of dialogue. I'm pretty sure they did, because I imagine that you're supposed to actually... Oh, I didn't get the fruit. I'll go do that. I definitely forgot to do that. Oh, dude, I wish I got that. So it's in the Imperial Garden. I got the crystal decanter or whatever. I just need to get the fruit. The plum. I can do the trial wall here. Yeah, there you go. When I'm like massively over leveled, this looks great. I was gonna grab Convocation because my zombies suck right now, but I think that'd actually be bad. Yeah, I think it's just like, I don't know about their direction either. Like, I don't really know where they're going. Skeletons, and so the SRS pick up speed a lot faster, and it just translates into a much better feeling build. I don't know if I can go around that way. If anything, it represents like a more thematic, is what I was about to say. A way to kind of introduce more area, wave clear. Clear speed.
Emperor must know precisely where he stands.
Yeah, but they didn't have anything else to say. Fuck those dudes.
Look at the sheen on that plum. Is it not the most delectable fruit that you've ever seen? No? Perhaps the gloss of hope is for my eyes only.
Yeah, that's it.
Wondrous! Nothing bonds two souls more soundly than murder. For that reason alone, I knew you could be relied upon. Now, for a little amateur vintnering. A quick squeeze of the plum, like so, into the decanter. Oh my! Look how it transmutes the juice so swiftly, from material to spectral. Effortless. And what an aroma. Imminent death never smelled so sweet. I believe I shall call this fine concoction the Imperial Nightcap. Now, before I get too carried away, there's the small matter of your
small matter.
A toast to swift endings and promising new beginnings. Oh, and you might want to avert your gaze once I have quaffed this diabolical brew. I doubt that my return to solidarity will be a pretty one. Right. As I used to say in the love dens of Trathus, bottoms up, girls.
God.
Oh my. Now that's an unusual sensation. Oh dear. Something is amiss. The All Flame. It's... No. No. It's gone out. What am I... What are you? No. You cannot be. I will not...
Whoops. Poor guy. What a shame. He did.
Poor sailor boy, doomed to go wherever the winds blow him.
Huh. Okay. Sounds great. I can probably go back and talk to everybody else to see what they all think of the couple, but it's all good.
How do I keep ending up in such lovely places?
Yeah, the majority of my damage is not Dark Pact. I mean, it certainly adds to it. Ow, stop fucking shooting me. Arrows. Yeah, it's just not beneficial in the way that, like, standing still and putting more SRS is gonna be better. Oh, I should have seen what the level did. Where's Dark Pact? Yeah, especially when all the minions are there, I think the chunk of the damage is just coming from the minions doing the damage, which scales a lot harder than whatever fucking chaos shit is happening. It still looks cool though, man. I think if there was a way, like maybe I could spell totem it or something like that, so I could actually just stand still and cast.
Thaumaturgy just keeps getting the better of you, doesn't it, Vol?
Unable to connect to achievement server. No. Well, that's awkward. I need my achievements. What am I playing for if not achievements? Yeah, it's kind of interesting how you can scale this though. So if you actually do use the skeletons, you could theoretically have like a 6th link on your skeletons. And then also, or I mean, I guess the only link that would really benefit is Vitality. And then also a 6th link on Dark Pact, depending on how that ends up working out. Yeah, I kind of want to just go get an LMP real fast and see how fucking cool that looks. Especially since it uses, like, it scales off a minion life or whatever, so I don't know. I can actually probably go get a minion vitality. Like a 3 link on skeleton would probably be okay right now. Speed and vitality is probably what I want. Just so they're constantly around the target. Because if they're around the target, it's still doing me damage. So it's still kind of good. I don't know off the top of my head what scales chaos damage though, so, or what gems I'd link with this. Yeah, I think ideally you'd want to not use SRS though. It's not a lot of sockets, but right now it is. +1, so +1 minion gem with to them should give them vitality. Okay, let me just click on this. And I want to go get an LMP just to see what it does.
The rapture is our hope, our desperation. It will set the nightmare to boil, cook that nice big fishy in its own whining brine. Listen with all of your ears, not a cockroach.
All of them.
The rapture was Malachi's most wondrous creation, the only fire hot enough to burn the beast from existence. And its fuel? A gemling queen. Blood and flesh and gem. Yet my selfish self did not want to burn away, and so the fire was but a tiny spark. The spark of a cataclysm. I am sorry, my love, my Malachi. Go to it, not a cockroach. Find the rapture. Make me sorry no more. Vol the Pure, they called him. Vol the Murderer, I call him. In his name, an emperor was murdered. In his name, an empire was murdered. Yes, it was Malachi's lips that kissed me. Yes, it was Malachi's hand that led me to the rapture. No, no, and no again. It was Vol's words that put me there.
Oh.
The rapture was to rend open the hide of nightmare and broil the beast's bitter innards in the sweet fire of mortality. The vessel was strong and oh so willing. The medicine was oh so weak. Don't die.
The gate is open, and the darkness calls. Good hunting, Cursebreaker.
That's me. Lightning Golem. I'm shy on sockets.
We read the land, learn its stories. Kalm and his warriors entered those mines some 20 years before Deshret sealed the mines and bound our Kara to this mountain. Neither soil nor stone speak of Kalm's return. Perhaps he is dead, or perhaps he merely wishes he was. After all, anything seems possible.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of curious
Act
to know
with care.
what this actually is. Okay, so I think I figured out how some of these orbs work, by the way. So, oh man, this is +1 socketed fire gems. Shit. I need a +1 to minion. That would probably make it the best. So I finally started using some of these currency. Like the Orb of Binding seems really, really effective. If I could... if I could get this to be like a 3 blue, then I think we'll socket minion speed and minion life and then make that way better. But I don't think I should invest in it too much. I do want to try to LMP this though.